Hello and welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we will be discussing about white phosphorus. So, first of all, let us understand why is it running in news. It is in news because of Israel-Hamas war, okay? And Israel has been blamed by this organization by the name Human Rights Watch, HRW, okay? Israel has been blamed by this organization, accused by this organization that you have used white phosphorus in attacking Gaza. Okay, so what is white phosphorus and why is it so important, or why is it so much criticized? And if it is so much criticized, why is it not completely banned? We will be reading about all of it. Okay, so to begin with, what is white phosphorus? Basically, it's a waxy and yellowish colored chemical. So it is basically solid, yellowish, pale yellow colored chemical, and it smells like garlic. So it is not odorless, it smells like garlic. Okay, it is highly combustible, extremely highly combustible, and that is why we put it in the category of pyrophoric solids. Pyrophoric matlab something that can undergo combustion, ignition, and in a very quick manner. So as soon as this white phosphorus is exposed to air, it starts burning. Okay, and the temperature it reaches up to is almost 815 degrees centigrade. This high temperature is obtained by using white phosphorus. That's why it is so much criticized. Okay, now the impact of using it, if white phosphorus is used in a warfare, it will lead to a burning of muscle tissues, and everything will be burned up to the bones. So it causes severe burns up to bones. That is a major flaw of using a white phosphorus, and that's the reason Israel is being accused, or has been accused by Human Rights Watch, because it is inhuman to make use of such kind of chemical. Okay, plus not only it causes severe burning, any such kind of burn related to white phosphorus, in this process the healing is extremely slow. Okay, because the healing is slow, so the chances of infection or multiple organ failure is also quite high. So these are the three major impact of using white phosphorus. Okay, now if it is so bad, if the white phosphorus is so bad, why has it not been completely banned? Okay, the problem is for a chemical to be banned by Chemical Weapons Convention, CWC, Chemical Weapons Convention, or Organization for Prevention of Chemical Weapons, use of chemical weapons, if they have to ban a particular chemical, it must satisfy a criteria of primarily designed for burning or primarily designed for death. Okay, but the white phosphorus is also used as smoke screen. Okay, it is basically used in warfare to hide the troop movement. So when the troops are moving, white phosphorus is released in air, it creates a smoke based screen. Okay, and the troop movement can occur without, so it will be concealed movement, stealth movement, cautious movement, without even getting into the eyes of radar. So people can move, the troops can move. Okay, this is the primary purpose of white phosphorus, and that is why this has not been completely banned by Chemical Weapons Convention. Plus, okay, apart from troop movement, let's say we have created a smoke screen and the troop movement is not visible. Okay, but there are other options also, like we can use or army or military or intelligence can make use of IR radiations to check human beings walking through an area. Okay, but such kind of IR radiations can also be interfered with by using white phosphorus. So white phosphorus has multiple usage in concealed movement or stealth movement of troops. Okay, so it interferes with IR optics, and that is the reason it escapes the definition of chemical weapon, because its primary purpose is concealed movement. Okay, but to be called as or to be banned under OPCW or Chemical Weapons Convention, it must be primarily designed for either burning or death or large scale mass destruction. Okay. So we are not, or the organization has not so far been able to ban this. Now coming to understanding Chemical Weapons Convention itself, Chemical Weapons Convention has come into force in 1997, as late as 1997, by an organization known as OPCW, okay, Organization for Prevention of Use of Chemical Weapons. Okay. The idea of this convention is to prohibit large scale use, okay, its development, its production, its stockpiling and its transfer. What is banned? Its production will be banned, stockpiling, transfer, development, if it is being done in large scale. What? That is chemical weapon. So chemical weapon, if it is produced in large scale, transferred in large scale, stockpiled in large scale, developed in large scale, all of this will be banned under Chemical Weapons Convention. But a small amount, for very limited purpose, it is allowing. So for research, it is allowing. For medicine, it is allowing. For pharmacy, it is allowing. Okay. Plus, Article 2 of the Convention of Chemical Weapons talks about three categories of chemical weapons. The first category is a toxic chemical and their precursors. So any other component which is being used to make this toxic chemical, all that will be counted under this category. Second one is the munitions and devices. So all the components, for the manufacturing of it, all the things that are used, that will also be put up under the category of chemical weapons. And thirdly is any equipment which can cause large scale destruction by use of any chemical. All that equipment, all that machinery will also be counted under Chemical Weapons Convention. So there are three categories mentioned under Article 2 of the convention. Okay. Now coming to what other chemical weapons have been used after Second World War. So we know that chemical weapons have been very heavily used in the First World War also, in the Second World War also. But after Second World War, this emergence came amongst public that chemical or biological weapon in large scale is a very big problem. It causes mass destruction. Okay, so post Second World War, it started facing criticism, but still it was used. It was used in Vietnam War by USA in 1961 to 77. What were the two agents? One was napalm and the other one was Agent Orange. Amongst which napalm was not very much popular. Agent Orange was more infamous, more popular, because it was a herbicide agent. Now US, what did they do is they had spread Agent Orange in the entire forest area, such that all the leaves will be shed. Okay, the tree, all the leaves will die down and the ground will be very much visible. So any kind of troop movement can be observed from air. That was the primary purpose of using Agent Orange. Okay, it's a herbicide agent, but it contains dioxin, and dioxin we know is highly carcinogenic, which was the reason it was heavily criticized. It caused cancer or deformities in human body to a great extent in Vietnam, and that's why it was criticized. The other chemical agent, which was chemical weapon, which was used post Second World War, was the mustard gas. Mustard gas was used by Egypt against Yemen monarchy. Okay, in the year 1963-67, or almost along the same time. Mustard gas, it's a yellowish brown liquid. Okay, and it is also a nerve agent. Okay, a nerve agent is something that stops the communication which is ongoing between two nerves. So this is how nerves are interconnected, right? So there is a gap here by the name synapse. These gaps will be blocked by these nerve agents. So any kind of transmission through nerves will be immediately blocked. Okay. Now it depends upon the nerve agent, but if the nerve agent or that chemical is very strong, it can cause immediate death. Or if it is mild, it can lead up to paralysis or some organ failure. Okay. Now coming to two more chemical weapons which have been used post Second World War. One is stubborn. Taban was used by Iraq against Iran. Okay, it is basically a colorless, tasteless liquid and has a fruity odor. Fruity odor, that's a sweet smell. Okay, plus it is also a nerve agent, and its production and stockpiling has been outlawed by CWC. Matlab, Chemical Weapons Convention has banned the use of Taban. Okay. Second is, another one is the sarin gas. Sarin gas was used very lately by Syria. Okay, Syrian military has used it against the Syrian civilians itself, because in Syria there was a civil war. People had revolted against the government, and the military was using sarin gas to curb the civilians itself. Okay, this was used as late as 2013. It is also a colorless, odorless liquid. So, Taban and sarin gas looks similar. Okay, and it is also a nerve agent, but both of them, sarin gas as well as Taban, are very severe nerve agents, so it can cause immediate death also. Okay, and its production stockpiling has also been outlawed by CWC. So CWC has banned the production and usage of sarin gas. Okay, now with that we come to the end of understanding what is white phosphorus and why was it heavily criticized, and why is it not completely banned, because it does not satisfy the primary criteria of killing. Okay, primarily designed to cause death or burning. This criteria is not followed by white phosphorus, and that is why CWC has not been able to ban this chemical. Okay, if you have any confusion, please do let us know. Thank you so much and all the very best.